I know it's Christmas time and we should be doing Christmas movie updates, but we got some pretty interesting horror movie news to cover today. One of which is new castings for Rob Zombie's The Munsters movie. We also have Nicolas Cage playing Dracula. And we also have a sequel to the very original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Welcome to Fantasy Films. If you're new here, I'm Kevin, and do me a favor, I just got this new microphone, so I want you to leave down in the comments below how the audio is. I used to have that little pin-on microphone if you are a regular here, and this is a little bit different. The other one took a crap on me the other day, so I had to find something new, and this had really good reviews, so you let me know if those reviews are justified. Now, that being said, let's get started on some news with we'll go with Nicolas Cage first. So he's going to be playing Dracula in the new Universal movie Renfield. Now, he played a vampire in the movie Vampire's Kiss back in 1988. I never personally saw the movie. I think I've seen a couple clips and seconds here and there, and you know, I can't really judge a movie off of that. But anyway, he's supposed to be playing Dracula in this new film. Now, there's not a whole lot of information about the film, but it does say in here that Nicolas Cage considers his role in A Vampire's Kiss one of his favorite performances. If you've seen this movie, do me a favor and let us know down below how the movie was. Again, I can't say because I never saw it, but seeing Nicolas Cage in the role of a vampire, I don't know. I don't know how that sits with me. I could be wrong, though. I'm not going to pass judgment again since I never saw it. But as far as this new movie is concerned, Renfield is said to be a darkly comedic movie in tone and extremely violent. Now, according to writer-producer Robert Kirkman, who also worked on The Walking Dead, there is potentially greater flexibility for Nicolas Cage to bring his brand of intense method acting that he has displayed in Vampire's Kiss to this role. That's a quote I'm pulling right off of an article on Screen Rant. So a dark comedic tone. That's going to be an interesting one for Nicolas Cage to play in the vampire role. He definitely has a quirky sense of humor and definitely can have a dark tone when it comes to his horror acting. If you saw Willy's Wonderland, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So this could be up his alley, but we'll just have to wait and see. Now, moving on from there, we do have a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie coming out. It looks to be, according to Bloody Disgusting, a direct sequel from the 1974 version. We're not talking about any of the other remakes that we've had since then. It says in the article, and I quote, "The movie takes place years after the shocking events of the original, in a setting where Leatherface hasn't been seen or heard of since. The film seeks to pick up where the Hooper and Kim Henkel film initially left off, bringing the most notorious horror franchise back to life in the same bold, provocative manner that it first is introduced to the world." It also says the story will pick up many, many years later after the original story. He's been hiding for a long time, trying to be a good person. These people arriving in town are going to awake a giant. So this to me sounds like a very interesting concept because there's been a mixed bag of feelings from all the other sequels and remakes of the original, and we got all these other Texas Chainsaw Massacres since then, and some have loved them, some have hated them. I've actually enjoyed some of them and others not so much, but this one being a direct sequel to the original is, I feel, very important when you're going to remake something, because the original is always the best. Am I right? The original is always the best and you can never top it. But when others have tried with a second sequel, that doesn't make sense, with a sequel, many have failed, some have succeeded, but to have the knowledge that we have now of the franchise and the knowledge of all these other remakes, and then making this one to be kind of a replacement for all of them and going back to the original and having this being made with all that extra knowledge, I feel can be done really, really well. So I'm actually looking very much forward to this. This is actually going to be on Netflix, believe it or not. And it says here, let's see, where is the release date? I just had it. I lost it. Oh, there it is. Netflix release date for this movie is going to be February 18th of 2022. So we're not horribly far off. I would assume by that this is already being filmed and possibly even being edited. So February 18th, 2022, we get a sequel to the original Leatherface. Let me know what you think about it. Now, moving on to the article you guys are probably most excited about, and that is new castings for the Munsters movie that Rob Zombie is currently working on. Now, Rob Zombie had posted this picture on his official Instagram page with the caption saying, "I am very excited to bring you all the exclusive shot direct from the set of the Munsters announcing the casting of Sylvester McCoy as Igor, the loyal servant to the Munsters. You may remember Sylvester as the 7th Doctor Who, or perhaps as Radagast from Peter Jackson's The Hobbit. Get ready for Igor." Now, this might confuse some of you because if you remember from the original series, there was no Igor or servant to the Munsters. So this is a whole new casting, a whole new imagination. And honestly, I'm not against it. We all know this is going to be a completely different take on the Munsters. And there's going to be the purists who I've already read the comments that want to keep it very much original. And that's fine. And I kind of agree with that in a sense. But we also have to accept the fact that anything that's ever remade has changes. And some of those changes are going to be good, and some of those changes probably not so much. This one, at least judging from the picture, I love the green glow of this picture. I love the bat candlesticks, the look behind him. He has that dark-eyed, dead look. This looks like a very fun, interesting character. I think he could definitely fit into the role and fit into the family. I mean, the Addams family had Lurch, right? So why can't the Munsters have Igor? But in the article here, again from Bloody Disgusting, we also pulled a lot of this information from Rob Zombie's Instagram account itself. But it also does say, if you remember correctly, Igor was the name of Grandpa's pet bat. So whether that was part of the inspiration for naming this character, I'm going to say most likely. But there was also a thing in the movie, The Munsters' Revenge. There was a character named Cousin Igor who was a caretaker for Castle Dracula. Now, with that being said, it does look like McCoy himself has also teased us by saying that he was playing Dracula's butler. Dracula's butler, I'm imagining that would be Grandpa, right? So maybe Grandpa threw a spell in the bat and poof, here comes Igor the person, not Igor the bat. That's just a theory. Possibility, right? Let me know what you think about that theory. So now, casting update. We have Jeff Daniel Phillips, obviously, is playing Herman Munster. We have Sherry Moon Zombie going to be playing Lily Munster, and Daniel Roebuck is going to be playing Grandpa, now with Sylvester McCoy as Igor. Now, it was also rumored that Jorge Garcia and Cassandra Peterson were going to have roles in the Munster movie as well. Those were early rumors, and one of which was that Jorge Garcia was going to be playing Eddie. There was an undisclosed role for Cassandra Peterson, but those rumors have still yet to be confirmed. Now, I know in an earlier video I made way back when, there was an article that stated that was confirmed, but now it seems that either that article was wrong or I don't know, something's changed. But now it's not confirmed. Rob Zombie still won't confirm it. There is nothing said in the casting or any photos or anything else concerning these two actors and actresses. So we're just going to say that they are not in the movie as of right now, because if we can't confirm it, then we can't confirm it. But what we can confirm is Sylvester McCoy playing Igor, a new servant to the Munsters. I want your comment down below what you think about that. It is a different change, but we know change was going to come to this anyway. So, good news or bad news, you tell me. So do me a favor, drop a like on the video. Let YouTube know you're enjoying the content. Let me know you're enjoying the content. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the way out and bell notification. I'm Kevin, and I'll see you at the concession stands.